Are you ready to be known as a positive person? Do you want to change the narrative, to stop feeling the negativity, to stop living in negative energy? If so, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to talk about how to make a mental shift that will allow you to move into a positive future. My name is Henry, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because this is going to be a powerful moment of alignment to our best selves so that we can truly experience that positive energy. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So how do you become a positive person? Not just internally, meaning you feel the positive energy, but so that the world knows you as a positive person. You see, it feels good when people expect good things from you. It feels good when you're known as the person that is uplifting. And most importantly, it feels good when you believe and know that those things are true. You see, there's something simple that if you harness this, you can change anything in your life. And it's this statement right here. What you focus on expands. No matter what, whether it's a goal at work, a money goal, a health goal, whatever it is, what you focus on expands. And it's so simple to specifically focus on things. If you want to be a positive person, you need to be able to say and think and believe positive things about yourself. Whenever you start to say the negative thing in a situation, you have to just stop. You recognize what you're about to do. You're about to speak that and give that energy. You pause, you think carefully, and say the opposite. It's not about faking things, it's about creation. You see, the words matter because words represent energy. Words represent frequency. It's not that we just absorb energy and that's how we see things. We see it in the physical elements. We take it in as words and thoughts. We put it out as words and thoughts. We put it out in our actions. When you pick who you want to be and you pick what you want that version of you to be thought of, say it. Listen to it. Be it. Over and over and over again. With that, you will change not only your perception of the world, but you will change the world's perception of you. Not that we're doing this for external gratification, but it feels good to be known as someone that's love, as someone that's positive, as someone that's healing. And what's even better is then you'll start attracting your tribe. you'll start attracting the people that align with that energy. You're not better for doing this. This is just picking how you want to experience life. If you want to make a change, you have to become something different. You can't continue to move forward with the same beliefs that you have now. This is something I run across constantly in coaching calls. It's that shift, because what we start talking about when we start visualizing this future you, what we start talking about how to make changes, the person that I'm speaking with is coming from their current perspective. And so it's not learning the new things that makes the shift, it's the perspective changing. Once your perspective changes, meaning you start focusing it on from different angles, you start looking for the positive, you start trying to receive the positive, you start trying to speak the positive, your lens in your mind changes. You are an observer and a creator. If you understand that about yourself, it really highlights what we should be doing with our focus. Because if you're an observer and you observe things and then you create more of it, then you have to pay attention to what you're observing. Now I know that you could be in a situation that's difficult. You could tell me, Henry, finances are really hard right now. How can I speak about abundance when I'm trying to just pay the bills every month? I understand. This process is not an easy process. I just said it's a simple process. And if I'm going to believe the truth, if you're going to accept this truth that the law of attraction, like attracts like, one of the main rules of the universe, then you have to understand what you have to change within you. You can't receive abundantly until you start thinking abundantly. You can't receive positive energy until you start thinking in positive energy. Like attracts like, because everything is available to you now. There is somebody that comes from a background similar to you that is now living a different experience. There is somebody that came from a better background. Maybe they had more money, maybe they had the support of parents, whatever it is, they had the better background. But yet they are living in a worse situation than you. It's all about your perception and how you move through the paths that you see. The law of attraction is real. What you focus on expands. Those are truths. So how are you going to use them? Are you going to continue to put energy into your old thought patterns? Are you going to continue to put energy in your own beliefs about yourself? Are you going to continue to put energy into your old beliefs about yourself, about the world, about people? You may not be wrong. I don't think that there's a perfect truth when it comes to describing an event or describing a scenario. I think there's perspectives. What perspective do you want to have? You see, if you start taking the perspective that you are a powerful being here for a reason, that you are more than just this you that you think, you are more than your job, you are more than your status, you are more than your money, you are more than Henry, you are more than Joe, you're more than Bill, you're not this person, you're just this energy being having this person experience. When you start thinking in that perspective, you realize that everything is happening for you. That's changing your focus. That's changing your perspective so that you can look for what you want to expand. You see, if everything's happening for you, but yet you're an energetic being, then it must be happening for your soul, your spirit, your energy, not for the body. The body is part of the earth. That's where it came from. That's where it'll go. Your energy is not of this earth. It's part of the creation of this experience. So if everything's happening for your energy, what would it be happening for? I believe that it'd be happening for your growth. It'd be happening for your personal internal development so that you can get closer to love, so that you can heal, so that you can forgive, so that you can have inner peace. Love is the most powerful energy. Because when you're in that highest state, nothing can hurt it. Love can impact all things. Love is unmovable when you're in that pure energy. So if you want to make a shift, if you want to become something different, if you want to receive something different, pay attention to what you focus on. What do you look at in the world? What do you see when you turn on the TV? What do you listen to when you listen to the radio? What do you speak about? What do you listen to at work? What is taking up your mental energy? Focus on that. If it's not more of that you want, then change that and you'll become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on what you can do to make the shift to not only become, but to receive what it is that you desire in the world. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok and Facebook group all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you listen to this episode and you're thinking it's time to make the change, I want to go to that next level and you're ready to truly invest in yourself, let's work together. I'm a mindset coach. This is what I do. I help people create that positive vision of who they want to become. Then we build the mindset so that you can start seeing as that version of you, so that you can start becoming and receiving as that version of you. Then weekly, we make sure that everything you're doing is in alignment with that future self. The thoughts, the actions are building you up so that you can receive the version of you that you are meant to be. If you're interested in this, I have a few levels of the coaching. I have the business version, which is called the Zone of Genius. Then there's the 101 mindset transformation. And then of course, my new group, Freedom Fundamentals. If you're interested in any of those, you can reach out to me on Instagram. I love connecting that way because I can send video messages if necessary, or there's a link down below. If you click the link down below, there's a great information sheet that you fill out. If anything, just filling that out will give you some good perspective on what you're focusing on. It will help clarify what it is that you have been wanting, who you want to become. And then of course, with that, once you fill it out, we have a great place to start the conversation. So I can't wait to hear from you, and thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.